I'm getting old. Guess how old I will be when season 3 premieres. What's up, everyone? This is Rekt, and we're about to watch the 8th and final episode of season 2 of House of the Dragon. Before anything else, if you haven't already, please subscribe because that really helps the channel grow. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. Okay, season 2 finale. Honestly, I'm not ready to wait another 2 years for the next season. I really like this show. I really love how the characters are written because even if you don't side with a lot of the characters, you understand where their decisions are coming from. I don't know, it's just rare to come across shows like this. But yeah, so this is the finale, the 8th episode of season 2. And last episode, I miscounted the number of dragons on Rhaenyra's side. I said there's only 4 because I was only looking at the 3 dragons on screen: Syrax, Vermithor, and Silverwing. And then I was thinking maybe Rhaena could claim the wild dragon at the Vale. But I completely forgot about Seasmoke, which is now Adam's dragon, and Vermax. So we actually have 6 dragons on our side, or 5 dragons plus Rhaena's possible dragon. So that's good. That's good, but at the same time, on the green side, I'm pretty sure Helaena has her own dragon. I don't know if we've seen her on her dragon in season 1. In season 2, we certainly haven't seen her on her dragon, but in season 1, I'm not sure. But I think she has a dragon. And also, they have made mention of Daeron, Alicent's other son, who's not in King's Landing, who Alicent's brother described as kind. Maybe this is the episode that he's gonna pop up, because I think he also has his own dragon. So that's roughly 3 dragons on the green side. But I don't think Helaena would actually side or would actually fight alongside Aemond, because I'm just not getting that vibe. Or, there's also the thing that Helaena is still under the impression that it was Rhaenyra's command to have Helena's son decapitated. So I'm not sure, but I'm really not getting a bad person vibe from Helaena. Maybe she's just gonna be neutral. Darren, they made a point to describe him as someone kind. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't know how to read them just yet. But anyway, so we can no longer count on Daemon and Caraxes being on our side, on the Black's side, because... Or maybe we can. Maybe he turned a new leaf after last episode. Or we didn't even actually see him decapitate, I forget his name. It just got right next to the scene. And that's always been a point in Game of Thrones, the series before. They always show the decapitations, if it's deserved for the characters. Because it's a strong indicator of the kind of leadership that person has. But yeah, I'm really not just gonna count on Daemon anymore. I don't know what his plans are. I hope he sticks around with Rhaenyra, but Rhaenyra also now kind of has Lady Mysaria to keep her company, and is also more reasonable to talk to when it comes to strategizing their moves. Sir Larys possibly helping out Aegon to get better so that he can oust Aemond eventually. I don't think we have time for that this episode. I really don't. Maybe that's something that's gonna carry over next season. As well as Alicent's... I think she's going through something. She's going through something emotional. Maybe she's regretting a lot of her decisions that led her to where she is now. I don't think we also have time for that, to explore more of that this episode, because last episode it seemed like it's on between Rhaenyra and Aemond. And I don't know, I guess we'll see. This is the final episode. I'm kind of already shaking. We haven't even started yet, but I don't know what to expect. Like I said, I never watch any of the trailers. I never watch any of the previews. I don't look at any of the screenshots or anything like that. So I know nothing going into this, but I hope it's satisfying as the finale of season 2. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right on to the 8th and final episode of season 2 of House of the Dragon. Oh, I guess I never talked about the new Dragon Riders, Ulf and Hugh, as well as Adam. We don't know their experience yet or how good they are on the dragons. I hope they have some fight to them. You, I can actually see sticking around for quite a while, as well as Adam. You, I'm not so sure. Ulf, I'm not so sure about.
Essos is as rich and is as vast.
It seems you need us more than we need you.
The stepstones.
His hair is blue.
Those rocks have been disputed for a generation.
A fleet of warships, then. Sailing at your command, they would break the blockade and hold the passage.
The Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
With the armada we send now, you can topple the Prince Regent and sit the Iron Throne yourself.
It's odd.
Of course, there is one more condition. His name is Lohar. The sailors are fiercely loyal to him. If he does not lead them, they will not fight.
It's a woman?
Admiral Lohar, this is Tywin Lannister.
Well met, Lord Tywin.
Her voice is really deep.
I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
At what?
He's unhinged. Well, I guess we do have time to explore this. He seems a bit better now. I keep saying that every time we see him. I just really want him to get better, because I'd rather have him over Aemond.
I must ask you, Your Grace, to steel yourself. We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some time.
Well, that's good.
The Pretender has found 3 new riders for her dragons. He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed, fled in terror.
He deserves no less.
Be that as it may, he has gone in fury to Sharp Point.
Oh, that was Sharp Point.
Fucking mad cunt.
He's really open about it.
She really did it then.
Switch sides.
I hope you can see the urgency.
No, I am the king. Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you.
That much is obvious.
You were in danger before, and now he is thwarted and he is angry.
Take me to my throne, and once he returns, I shall take him prisoner.
And what then? When Rhaenyra descends on you with her 7 dragons and you without
Oh,
Vhagar,
7
what then?
dragons? Oh yeah, because of Caraxes. Oh wait, who's the 6? Did they also count the baby dragons?
We can live well and remain until what is coming has passed.
Yes, please do that.
You want to take me to Essos? My dragon is dead. I am burnt and disgusting, and I'm a cripple.
You're not alone. Let your brother and the Pretender destroy themselves. When they are spent, we will return. Aegon the victorious, risen from the ashes. Aegon the peacemaker. Aegon the rebuilder.
Aegon the realm's delight.
That's actually a good plan on Larys' part, because there's a very high likelihood that the war is just gonna burn down King's Landing. She does not look like she's been out for days. Has she been out for days?
Surely they'd not deny me my pleasure after so long.
Oh no.
Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not. Ulf.
It's not up to you. Ulf.
Who's it up to then, boy?
He is the Prince, Ulf. Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Oh no, I don't like Ulf.
I'll have an apology from you.
The young prince!
He's fake.
Dragon riders both. You and I.
Forgive him, my prince. He's not much use to the manners of court.
If you hinder our efforts through sloth or unreadiness, I will see you hanged.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
He became too comfortable too quickly. So I understand Jacaerys' frustration. And also, we know that it's coming from elsewhere.
I cannot erase my doubts. We know little of who they are, And what is the strength of their character? Adam of Hull, at least, is known to you.
I've had little to do with him, to my regret.
Right.
But the beasts have been claimed. You now have a great advantage.
Vhagar has ever been our foremost threat, and she is now overmatched.
Vhagar is not his only dragon.
The third brother is untested.
Oh.
And his dragon is younger than Vermax.
But a dragon nonetheless. And you forget another.
Helena's?
Helena? She does not ride. She has no taste for it.
She may yet be compelled.
Yeah.
Hatched when the
Oh.
Conqueror was
Oh,
king.
yeah.
Still, Helena is no warrior.
Don't underestimate Helena.
Aemon thought himself invincible. He has now discovered he is not.
You speak truly. How goes the sea snake?
My ship is no longer the Sea Snake. I've given her a new name.
In honor of Rhaenys?
The queen who never was.
Corliss, I thank you.
What I do now, I do for her. You have 6 dragons under your banner. My ships sail at your command. There is, of course, another player that is yet to be revealed.
Who?
Ah.
Oh, Daemon?
Your Grace, Sir Alfred Broom has come to see you.
Well, I guess the people themselves, under Daemon, support the Queen, Rhaenyra.
Time to see my new army.
My new army.
May I have a word in private, Your Grace?
He's only just arrived now.
I will never serve the usurpers or the whelps of Old Town. But there are battles to be fought.
And in times like this...
Did you hear something?
The subtitle said traitor.
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered. And taking a course I myself deem reckless.
Rhaenyra will chart her own course.
But you are a leader of men. If you declare yourself, your lords will follow you.
What the fuck?
Turn cloak, Sir Alfred.
What a piece of shit!
Rhaenyra's intentions are good, but what we need is a king.
Shut the fuck up. Holy f... I hope you die.
Why does everybody hate us?
They're unhappy. And unhappy people look for someone to hate.
I hope Helena does not turn evil.
I was happier before I was queen.
What would you think about leaving this place?
Do it. Do it.
Where would I go?
Helena, here you are.
Oh my. She's gonna recruit him.
The crown has need
to
of your
fight.
service.
Now.
Oh, no.
Pretender has raised new riders against us. I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
Aemond.
I do not wish to fight. I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question. Dragon Lord, it is a sin and must be punished.
May I remind you, your sister is still the queen.
As you were once. We are in peril today more than yesterday.
Peril or basest fury at your own humiliation. You wish to rule the Seven Kingdoms, but you rain ruin and death upon its small folk when you've been insulted. And now you seek to corrupt your sister. Of all our line, the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if she cannot protect herself?
And who will she be if her mind is broken?
It is no longer our rule that is threatened. Our very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this. Not like this!
That was a great scene.
Grand Maester, I need passage.
So Helena's just gonna leave Dreamfire in King's Landing? Yuck.
Do you think nothing of
Smelling
your oath?
Alicent's cloth.
Lord Commander.
I think of nothing else, my lord.
I could send you to the war.
You could.
She is my sister.
She saved my life. Twice. Once from the headsman's axe and once from myself. Since then, she has been the beacon I follow.
I like that the people in the back paid attention to them.
Then resisted. Your brothers in the King's Guard ran away.
Do they? Or perhaps all men are corrupt, and true honor is a mist that melts in the morning.
That is a bleak philosophy.
You saw what I saw. The dragons dance, and men are like dust under their feet. We march now toward our annihilation. To die will be a kind of relief, don't you think?
Kristen Cole is tired. Tired and guilty. Guilty for what he's seen, and guilty for what he's done. Wrestling in the mud? I like this place, it's very vibrant here. The people have multicolored hair. That's how she laughed.
You have impressed me, Lord Timon. King's Landing has sent a most doughty ambassador.
Did they adjust her voice? Because it kind of sounds synthetic, unlike Brienne of Tarth.
Have you ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
I have not, and I would not.
So you reject the hospitality of my house?
She's joking.
A jest, my lord.
She has great teeth for someone in this time period.
It does not befit a prince to pout.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Bela's dragon. Wow.
You're
So they said 7 dragons because they thought Daemon would be on their side, on
Aren't you?
I don't see
the
what good it
black
would do.
side.
They are an insult to us. If any common lout can ride a dragon, then...
That does not make me common, or you.
You know what I am.
I don't care. You are the crown prince, and here you are sulking. Do you believe that you are the first noble heir who was not sired by his noble father? Such is the way of the world, Jace.
Listen to Bela.
Prove to them that you are worthy. Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
Your sulking will do nothing. Like she said, you're just diminishing yourself. What's going on? How long has she been out? She's still in the same place, basically.
Here come my lads, my comely boys, and split your sacks ashore. Hoist me, lads, and hoist again. Salute the captain's daughter.
Well done, Lord Tyron!
It's Thailand.
You have proven yourself most accommodating. I will be pleased to sail at your side.
Does she have...
To the gullet on the morrow!
Or maybe it is her actual voice.
My king will be well pleased to friendship. It is late.
Before you go, you have proven your worth and virility.
Virility.
I
It's
wish
really
to have
deep.
children by you. I want you to fuck my wives.
Oh?
How many words do you have?
And more wine here.
Taming a dragon's thirsty work.
I don't like Ulf's attitude
And some more
right
of these
now.
little birds.
He's coming off really self-serving.
A toast.
The power's already gotten to his head.
The 3 of you are not of noble birth, but you have done a thing never dreamed of before now.
There's no humility.
I have entrusted you with a power only few have known. Serve me well, and I will make you knights of the realm.
Ah? What do you think of that, boys?
We'll be knights, just like that.
We will not fail you, my queen.
What must we do?
We must strike while we have the advantage, and end this war. Learn your beasts and your commands. You will fly in 2 days' time. Their armies all must be subdued.
You wish for us to kill innocents?
And so many.
It is hard, but it cannot be helped.
We must break the will of our enemy, or more will die in a struggle that stretches on without end.
What
His
about
wife
Vhagar?
is in King's Landing.
She is fearsome, but she is one dragon. The Prince Regent cannot defend against all of us.
I'll take him on myself. Silver Wings a goer she is. We're afraid of nothing,
Oh my god.
even if you are.
There will be time enough to see which one of us is a coward.
I said more of these little birds.
A knight will comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight then.
I enjoyed him before he was a dragon rider.
Sense of humour do you all good.
There is a message from Harrenhal, Your Grace. The Castellan, Sir Simon Strong. Daemon has raised his army.
Without
Sir
you.
Simon fears treachery.
I will not allow it. Adam, come with me.
I get it, Ulf is hungry, but so is you. He's annoying me. Is this Alice?
Do you never sleep, witch?
I'm going to the God's Wood.
Was she crying? What the fuck was
When
that?
you came here, you were a closed fist. But you've discovered, I think, that this world will not be governed. There are omens here for those who seek them.
Do you wish then to learn what is given to you?
All your life, you've sought to command your own fate.
But today you are ready.
What's going on? Is it Daenerys?
It's all a story.
Helena? I saw the subtitles.
And you're but one part in it. You know your part.
What's his part?
You know what you must do.
Sister, we share the same blood.
You also share the same blood with Aegon.
Our mother is not a dragon rider. You and I have a truer call to heed. We will lay waste to Daemon and his army.
I hope she comes with him and turns her back on her.
And if I refuse,
I will kill you.
will you burn me as you did Aegon?
Even she knows.
That is a lie.
I saw it.
Oh! What?
You burned him, and you let him fall.
What you say is treason.
Aegon will be king again.
Oh!
He's yet to see victory. He sits on a wooden throne. And you'll be dead.
Aegon.
You were swallowed up in the god's eye, and you were never seen again.
Wooden throne
I could have you
at the wall?
It wouldn't change anything.
Cyrex and sea smoke. Wait, it's almost an hour.
Welcome to Harrenhal, my queen. I did not think to see you here yourself.
Sir Summon's a good guy.
I must admit I had reason to fear.
I wasn't expecting you.
I see you have done well here.
They're sworn to me.
And to whom are you sworn?
Piece of shit. What's the name of the Targaryen at the wall in Game of Thrones? Aegon? Oh no, it can't be Aegon because he's burned.
The realm's only hope is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you.
Ooh. Is this not fake?
First of our name, protector of the realm, I am meant to serve you until death or the end of our story.
I hope this is sincere.
Pridruchas?
Nukikos non daur. Silutan. My queen.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
I'm getting chills. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that weasel. That weasel, Sir Alfred. So does that mean Aemond is on his way to Harrenhal by himself?
You sent for me, Lord Hand.
I wish to set out on good terms with my first mate.
Have I been remiss in my duties?
Done what is asked of you, and more.
He wants to acknowledge you.
And the men find you distant. You cannot lead if you do not inspire.
Forgive me, my lord. I will endeavor to improve myself.
I am trying to help you.
Is this the help you offer after all these years? A reminder to be grateful.
I mean no offense. You may go.
Do you know what it was like for us to grow up fatherless? Do you know what hunger does to a boy? Or shame?
You are dismissed.
And I watched the man beside me walk past with his son and heir. And now that boy is dead. And his sister before him. And the heir that took his place. And now you remember I live. Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor. I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must. But I will decline any offers of help. If I survive this war, I'll continue as I began, alone.
He's hurt and he's got a lot of pride. There's no way Rhaena is not going to be able to claim this dragon now that we've seen multiple scenes of her here.
You have done what no one else would dream of, and you have been rewarded. The gods favor you. They put the means to victory in your hands.
To claim it, I must strike, and in striking, I doom thousands to their deaths.
I hope we don't leave on a huge
I do not believe my
cliffhanger.
father would have wished this.
You know you are just. You must not let the realm fall to those who care for power more than peace. You must prevail.
But it's really hard deciding,
And who pays the price?
allowing the death of many innocents.
Begging your pardon, Your Grace.
What?
I had to see you. I've been, I think, mistaken.
In what?
I was raised to believe there was an order to things, that there was security in following the path laid out for us. I resented you, I think, for caring so little for any of it, for knowing what you wanted. I did not know what I wanted. I knew only what was expected of me.
Why have you come here?
Because I lost my way. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my lover, my son.
The incorruptible queen sullies herself with a lover.
She's being sassy right now.
I too have desires. I have been alone of late. I walked outside the walls of the city and I felt a weight lifted from me.
Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
It's too late, Alicent.
That's what Alicent said
You said it
before.
yourself. Blood has been shed. Cities burned, armies march, and you wish to wash your hands of what you yourself set in motion.
Oh, the arrogance of blaming me. I did only what I thought your father wanted.
Oh, go then. Leave us behind, as you say. Wander in the wilderness. Did you come here thinking you would be absolved?
Oh no, she's back to chewing her nails.
He never stopped loving your mother, you know. She was the vision that sustained him. It was his love for her that kept him resolute in his choice of her.
And yet you believe he wavered at the end. Why have you come here?
Aemon will soon fly to join Cole in the Riverlands. When he's gone, Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood. You will enter as a conqueror.
I'm shaking. Why am I shaking?
What of Aegon?
I have chills. I have chills.
He has many faults, but he still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee if
No,
needed.
still. You defend him. If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. You know this. Choose. Will you shrink from what you set out to do, or will you see it through? A son for a son.
It's a tough decision for Alicent.
You are much changed.
Let us be done with this. Please.
And what do I do with you now?
I cast myself on the mercy of a friend who once loved me.
History will paint you a villain.
Let them think what they must. I am at last myself, with no ambition greater than to walk where I please and to die unremarked and unnoticed and be free.
You speak as if from a distant dream.
Come with me.
My part is here. Whether I will or no, it was decided for me long ago.
No way we're still gonna have the confrontation now. I think the episode's about to end. Oh, maybe she will be able to claim it and it's gonna end there. A blue dragon? Oh, this is a setup for maybe the first episode next season. There's too many players. Is he being sincere? Oh my god. They did not end or start this voyage on good terms. Corlys shouldn't have said anything. Oh! Otto is captured? By whom? Oh, they really escaped. Two years. 2 years we have to wait for the next season. The setup was necessary, I understand. But my issue is, why did we only get 8 episodes this season? If we got 10 episodes, there would have been time. This is the finale, right? And we didn't even see Rhaena claim the wild dragon. So that's still gonna be a thing next season, or maybe they're not even gonna show it. She's just gonna pop up with a dragon. Larys and Aegon have now escaped from King's Landing, so apparently Aegon eventually saw reason, because it's not like there was anything he could do with Aemond acting Prince Regent, because right now Aegon is really vulnerable, and Larys' plan makes sense. But Alicent has given Rhaenyra the go-ahead to basically take Aegon's head eventually, you know, because that's how you dethrone a usurper. It's formalities more than anything, you know. That's how people need to see it, which I feel was a really hard decision for Alicent to make. And I understand it, because even I don't want Aegon to die, at least not in the hands of Aemond. But at the same time, if Aegon's mother explains to him the situation, maybe I misunderstood your father, you know, like maybe he was just completely out of his mind on the very last seconds of his life. There's a possibility that Aegon might actually listen to her, because it's not like he wanted this in the first place. He never wanted the crown. He was never fit for it. But once he did wear the crown, we did see him actually try and you know, be a good king to his people, which I have said multiple times. But obviously he's gonna fight for his crown, because that's the impression that he has, that his father wanted him to be heir. But yeah, now everything is set up for next season. So I'm gonna expect like a big battle right off the bat in the first episode of season 3. Because everyone's in place. Even Cole is like ready to die. Helena has no interest in burning anyone. If she is forced to ride a dragon, because she does have a dragon, Dreamfire. If she's forced to ride a dragon, I don't see her siding with Aemond. And apparently, okay, so I've heard before, or I read before, that Helena is a clairvoyant. And what she said here, that she saw how Aemond burned Aegon and let him fall. And she also said Aegon will be king on a wooden throne. And I couldn't think of a wooden throne except the one at, well, it's not exactly a throne, but just a chair. I forget his name, but the blind Targaryen at the wall in Game of Thrones. Was he Aegon? But he can't be the same Aegon because this Aegon is burned. And we saw like visions of what's to come or what came in Game of Thrones. We saw like a stand-in for Daenerys. We saw the Night King. Or no, that wasn't the Night King. That was just one of his henchmen, the long-haired one. And the person that saw this vision was Daemon. Well, he had his hand on the godswood, on the weirwood tree. But why was Alice crying? Was she crying, or was that just sweat? It looked like she had tears down her face. Let me confirm if this is the finale of So it is the finale of season 2. And I saw like an article that it was a big anticlimax, or people felt that this was a big anticlimax. I don't think so. I mean, I expected a big battle. I expected a big confrontation involving the dragons. But is that really the kind of show that you want? I'm just wondering because I've seen reviews complaining about the lack of dragon fighting and action and this and that. Like, is that really the show that you want? Because that's not the show I signed up for. I want to be invested in the characters, in the story, in what's going on. And if it's just gonna be fight after fight after fight with dragons, how are you gonna get invested in any of these characters? To be frank, last episode we got you and Ulf and Adam as new dragon riders. And in this final episode, I was afraid that they were just gonna use them as pawn. You know, we need people to die, so it would be them. I was worried about that because they're the only 3 people that we don't know much about, and so it's easy to get rid of them. But now that the fight still has not happened, the confrontation still has not happened, at least in this episode we got to know their characters. Like I said, all of a sudden I do not like Ulf. I enjoyed him before he was a dragon rider, but now I'm not so sure about him. He seems really full of himself and he has no decadence. Like, I get that he's hungry, but so is you. And you lost a daughter, and his wife is left in King's Landing. Yet he's able to carry himself like a proper knight. But Ulf is like having his feet up on the table, like have some decency. But apparently people found this finale anticlimactic. I do not think so. A lot of this was needed. A lot of this was necessary to set everything up. Like, otherwise it's just gonna feel rushed. And I don't want it to feel rushed. There are people, I think, that have such short attention spans that if there's an absence of dragons and dragon fights or dancing dragons, that they just tune out. There's a reviewer, her name's Grace Randolph, and she likes to complain about the lack of dragon fight. Like, what show are you watching? This is not Marvel. If you want popcorn fun, there are movies for that. There are shows for that. But you have to judge a series based on its own merits. Not everything has to be full of spectacle. But I personally like this finale. And even if I expected a dragon fight, I'm glad that they saved it up for next season. Because there are so many people to think about. There's Adam, there's Ulf, there's Hugh, there's Jace, there's Bela, obviously there's Rhaenyra, and then there's now Caraxes with Daemon, and also the possibility of Rhaena. So there's so many people just on Rhaenyra's side that you really expected them to fit a dragon fight in this episode, in the finale, with everything that had to be set up. And with Daemon, there was also the conclusion with the Alice arc, or at least what I think is the conclusion of that arc, Sir Alfred's treason. And then there's also Alicent with her regret and wanting to keep Helena safe, and also possibly Aegon, but now she's given Rhaenyra the go-ahead to take Aegon's head. And then there's Aemond, who's like unhinged, burned down Sharppoint, and we have Aegon escaping with Sir Larys. Like, there's so many things. And then there's also Sir Criston, who's expressing some form of regret, and he made it sound like he was ready to die. Like, there's so many people, there's so many players that I just don't think there was any way for them to fit a dragon fight here. So I did not mind this final episode at all. What I do mind is that we have to wait 2 years, I think, before season 3. And I'm getting old. Guess how old I will be when season 3 premieres. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's it for House of the Dragon season 2. I hope you stick around for my other reactions. I'm gonna miss the show, but let me know your thoughts. What did you think of the finale? If you thought it was anticlimactic? But yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notifications on new uploads. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. This has been Rekt, and I will see you next video. Bye.